Hey everybody, I just wanted to thank you for liking this page, and I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the class that I'm writing. I'm hoping to have it done in September of 2018, so coming up here pretty quickly, but I wanted to let you know what you can expect in the class and who the class is for. So if you click the Learn More button up at the top of the Facebook page, it'll take you to a page that explains a little bit more about it. But basically this class is for anybody that has what I call a big girl camera. So this is a big girl camera, this is a big girl camera. It's a DSLR, anything that has interchangeable lenses and the ability to go in manual mode. So if you have one of those, or if you are in the market for one of those and you don't know how to use it, this class is for you. So whether you have aspirations of being an awesome photographer, or you just don't want to waste your investment in the camera and right now it's sitting in the closet because you don't know how to use it, either one, this class is definitely for you. There's a lot of photography classes out there, but most of them require that you know how to use your camera before you ever take them. So it can be really overwhelming and hard to finish those classes if you're already falling behind when they're talking about things that you don't know what they're talking about. So this class is kind of a jump start for the beginner, and then you can go out and start taking other classes, whether it's for portraiture or food photography or landscape photography or travel photography. This class will be your foundation. So basically, I've been teaching this class for 7 years. I've been teaching it live. So one of the great things about taking it online, while I've loved getting to know everybody and meet everybody in person, we still have the ability to connect and meet and ask questions on Facebook, which is really cool. And typically my classes were at night, so it was really hard to go out and practice what we were doing. So this will allow you to watch the class on your phone. So kind of what I'm envisioning is, say you're a mom and you're at soccer practice, you can watch the module on your phone in the car and then just bring your camera with you, and then you can go out to the soccer field and start practicing. So you can watch it at home at night, you can watch it after the kids go to bed, you can watch it in the morning before they wake up. Like I said, you can watch it away from home. Just always have your camera with you, and then it's super easy to practice right in real time, because that's when you're going to get the best results, is when you practice right when it's fresh in your head. So a lot of times in the live classes I'll have to teach it and then send them off to go practice. And then, like I said, once a week in Facebook Live, what I'm going to do is do live Q&A. So you can either submit a question ahead of time, or you can ask me while I'm talking, and if I don't know the answer, I'll find it and I'll answer it later. But basically I can answer more specific questions for you, and then I can save those videos and you can watch it anytime back on the Facebook page. So a lot of the problems that I had with the live class was, one, I could only do it on, say, I've been doing it on Thursday night. So a lot of people are like, great, but I have, swim carpool on Thursday night, I can't do that. Or they'll be like, great, Thursday nights work great, and then for the next 3 weeks something comes up and then they can't come to class. Or even the people that come to every class, they're super excited about it. They get out there, they start practicing, and they're like, now what did she say about that? Well, now you'll have the ability to go back and watch the module again. And I'm gonna break them into short little pieces, so you don't have to rewatch the entire class. You can just say, okay, I need to know that specific question, and you can go back and watch that module. And in addition, I'm going to add some resources, so different books, videos, tutorials, gear. I'm going to add a lot of things that I like to help you kind of, if you need a lens or you need this or you need that, it'll give you some suggestions on things that I've used and like. And then I'm also going to write some bonus modules, so it will help you not only with your big girl camera, but there's times that I just carry my iPhone because it is smaller and easier, but I still want to get great pictures. So I'm going to give you tips on lighting, composition, and basic storytelling that no matter what camera you're using, even your GoPro, you're going to be able to take and tell better stories and take better pictures no matter what camera you're using. So a quick overview. This is going to come out over 3 weeks. So the main goal of this class is not to overwhelm you. So sometimes you get a class and it's like whoosh, and you're like, ugh, I don't even know where to start. So this is going to go in a very logical order. It's going to go kind of slow, but we're going to do week 1, and that's all about getting to know your camera and getting organized and setting yourself up for long-term success. And then I'm going to explain how to read the different numbers and menus on your camera and your lenses so you know what you're looking at. And then you'll have an assignment. So everything comes with an assignment, and it's really important that you do the assignment. The students that have had the most success with my class are the ones that watch the class very carefully, and then they go and they practice, and then they post and they get feedback. And don't ever be afraid to get feedback. That's how you learn. In fact, in one of the first classes I took, I posted this picture. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so good. And the feedback I got was like, well, it's cute, but it's out of focus. Well, I had no idea it was even out of focus. I would have never even noticed unless somebody told me. And so then from that point forward, I started to pay more attention to my focus. And that was the only way that I would have known that. Had I just been like, what a great picture, and put it aside, I would have never gotten that really constructive feedback. So this is going to be a place where you can get feedback and grow, but it's going to be a very safe place. We're not going to make you feel bad. If anybody makes you feel bad, they're going to get booted. This is a very safe place to learn and grow. So then the second week, a week later, you're going to get another lesson emailed to you, and that's going to be on aperture. And you're like, oh, what is aperture? So aperture basically means how out of focus or in focus your background is, in simplest terms. So whenever you see a picture that you're like, that must have been taken with a big girl camera, usually it's because the background is really blurry and beautiful and it makes your subject really pop out. So we're going to learn all about that week. And I make it really, really easy to learn and understand. In fact, I've been known to use kitchen utensils to explain it. I have to take the class to find out that though. And then we'll have some bonuses such as understanding light that week. And then the final week is shutter speed. So in week 3 weeks later, you'll get another email and we'll talk about shutter speed. And shutter speed basically controls whether your picture is tack sharp or it's blurry. And sometimes you want tack sharp and sometimes you want blurry. Say you are painting with light. If you've ever seen anybody take sparklers and write the 4th of July, that's painting with light. So that week you're going to learn what shutter speed is, what it controls, and how you can use it creatively or just use it effectively, say for sports photography. So we'll learn all about that, and there'll be some additional bonuses that week as well. And in addition to that, there'll be some downloadable cheat sheets, some systems that I use to keep organized, and that's all available at your fingertips. And you'll have this for the lifetime access. So let's say you buy the class and then something happens and you're not able to get to it. You can come back 6 weeks later, 9 weeks later, start the class from the beginning, and you can still hop in the Facebook group, still ask the questions. You're never behind, and that's the cool part. And let's say you take the class, you love it, you learn a lot, and then you put your camera down for a few months because life gets busy, and then you pick it back up and you're like, shoot, I don't remember anything. Well, just jump back in the class, retake the class for a refresher. So you're never behind, you're never bound by a date or time. You don't have to fight traffic to get to the class. And there is a real live person that will be critiquing, giving you feedback, and answering your questions live. So if this is of interest to you, I hope to be launching in September. So go ahead and click the Learn More button, and you can leave me your address, and then you'll just get an email when the class is ready to go, and you'll get more information when it's all complete. So if you have any questions at all, please message me. I'm happy to answer them. And let me know if you're interested. I always get 10, 15 students every time I open the class locally. So I'm hoping to be able to take this across the country, and anybody can sign up. I know it's a great class. I've got several students who've really put in the hard work. They've gone on, they've taken more classes, and they're amazing photographers. And I also have students that they want to be able to use their camera. They want to take it to graduation, not be afraid that they're going to miss the shot because they don't understand their camera. I've got students that are completely happy with that as well. So any direction that you want to go, I'm here to help. Okay? So thanks, and let me know if you have any questions.